Today I'm going to be showing you a game called Moods. This game came out from Hasbro in 2000 and it is for 3 to 8 players. Now Moods has a little disclaimer on it. It's like, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. This game is light and it's just meant to be fun and it's pretty hilarious at times. The object is you're trying to get to the finish line first, and the way you're going to be doing this is a couple of ways. Number one, you're going to be trying to guess the correct mood that your opponent is emulating by a sentence that he is reading, or you're going to be emoting a mood from a sentence that you're reading and trying to be convincing enough to where people are going to vote for you. This game is really simple and it's just a fun little game. I'll show you how it works. Okay, everybody, as always, I'm going to go ahead and show you the components. Right here you have your game board, and I've already dealt out 10 moods cards, and I'll show you what those are in a minute. Here's your start and here's your finish, and the object is you're going to try to be the first person to get to the finish line. These are the moods cards, and as you can see, I dealt out 10 of these mood cards already in the middle of the board. And there's a whole bunch of these. There's excited, there's dazed, there's triumphant, flirtatious, nervous, silly, surprised, etc. There's a whole bunch of these. And throughout the game, you're going to be dealing some of these cards out in the middle of the board. These here are the sentences that players are going to be reading, and on their turn, they're going to draw one of these cards, and then they're going to read out the sentence to one of those emotions that are on the board. And this is the die, and what you're going to do on your turn is you're going to roll this die, and whatever number you roll is going to coincide with the number that the card is on. So for example, if I were to roll a 5, I would be emoting the contented emotion. These here are the player pawns, and these are all mood stones. There's 8 of these, and they're all different colors, as you can see, and you're just going to basically pick them. And these are pretty nice, actually. These are made of glass. These here are your voting tokens. There's a bunch of these. There's 8 different colors, and there's 4 of each. And they're all numbered 1 through 4, and I'll show you how these work in just a second. Okay, so now in the beginning of the game, you'll have your tokens here on the start, and the first player will go ahead and go. The first thing he's going to do is he is going to draw a card here, and he's not going to show anybody what it is yet. And in this case, the sentence is that a pool? So that will be the sentence that he's going to say. So now what the player will do is he's going to roll this die to see which emotion he is going to act out. So I roll, and I have rolled a 9. So now I'm going to have to say, is that a pool, using a jealous emotion. So I'm going to think about it for a second and be like, is that a pool? Or something to that effect. And then everybody else is going to try to guess which emotion that I am emoting, and they're going to use these tokens over here. Now the numbers are basically going to coincide how confident you are about your pick. So if you are correct in your pick, you're going to move that number of spaces on your tokens. Now, since I went ahead and read out the emotion, I'm not going to be doing the following, which is voting on the card. If they pick, say, 4, and they say, okay, I think I'm pretty confident that he's jealous, and they place a token over here. Let's just say pink decides, okay, I think I'm going to just go ahead and say he's hopeful. What's going to happen is, since jealous was the one that I was trying to emote, black is going to go ahead and move 4. Pink won't move any, and I will go ahead and move 1 since somebody guessed the right emotion that I had. So then what's going to happen is these discs are going to be out of play until the players have used up all of their discs, and as soon as they do that, they're going to get all 4 of them back. So then the jealous card is now removed from the game. And then the next card is played, and it is dazed. So let's go to player 2. Player 2 decides he gets a card here, and it says, I just won $1 million. So once again, he goes and he rolls the die. He has rolled a 2. So now he's going to have to say, I just won $1 million in a grouchy way. So he just says something like, I just won $1 million. Being grouchy, of course. So now everyone, once again, is going to vote. But now they're not going to be able to vote with the disc that they have just used. So I'm going to go ahead and say, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say, pretty obvious that he's grouchy. And then pink goes ahead and says the same thing. And since that is the correct answer, I will go ahead and move 3. Black will move 2. 1, 2. And then pink will move 1, 2, 3. And that's basically how the game is played. You're just going to keep on doing this and reading out these different cards with these different emotions. And whoever gets to the finish line is going to win the game. So my thoughts on moods. Well, This is a game that is light. This is not a heavy game at all, and this is a game that is just meant to be fun. I definitely would give this game probably about a 6 or so, just because it's an easy game to learn, and it's just meant to be funny. It really brings a lot of laughter anytime I play this game with my family or friends, because it's just hilarious to hear people say there's nothing sexier than a lawnmower when they're depressed. You know, I mean, the mood so oftentimes does not match the sentence at all, and that's what makes this game so funny. But anyway, if you find this game at a thrift store, I would definitely pick it up. This game actually sells for pretty much. I think it sells for around 25 bucks on eBay or so, but it's a good game. Anyway, that's my review. You guys have a great day. I will see you soon.